so high, smoking all the time, rolling all the time, chopping all the time. DFCRadio.com.
Feeling so high. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro make me feel high. Feeling so high. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll
Happy Halloween. Hope you're not smoking any duff this Halloween. Shit gets spooky out there on these streets. I am your neighborhood hydroponic chef. I will be entertaining you for the next hour. This is Farm to Table Cannabis, and we are the only show offering cooking demos, edibles, reviews, cannabis-infused recipes, and gardening recommendations. You can win prizes just for calling in. The phone lines are open, 562-653-0707. Call in with your gardening questions. We might ask you a question. You got a cooking question, you can get hooked up. So thank you to all our sponsors out there, Botanicare, General Hydroponics, DFZ Radio's long list of sponsors. Much appreciated. And you can win something just for calling in. We got a magical butter machine to give away. We got a good show lined up. What up, Saint? Thanks for handling the sound tonight.
What's up? Happy Halloween.
Yeah, I'm fresh back from Kushstock, man. Fucking had a good weekend out there. It's always a crazy event. I mean, if I had to guess, there must have been over 3,000 or 4,000 people there.
Damn.
Shit was cracking up there at the Adelanto Stadium. And, it's a different mix of people up there. You know, they changed the event venue the last minute, and it went from being at the Bernardino, NOS Center up there to Adelanto. And I don't think it hurt the attendance as much as some people would assume, but it definitely brought a different crowd, a lot of good energy there, a lot of booth packs also, I got to be honest. You see a lot of mids on the table out there. I mean, literally piles and piles of tree just doing it black market style. So the black market is alive and well up in the high desert. And, I saw some edible companies out there, some new products that I was turned on to, and got some future shows lined up for you DFC Radio listeners. And, it's that time in the show where we usually like to try a product. And before I go into this news segment, me and my guest this evening, none other than Miss Babinka, just walking in. Hello, Babinka. Go ahead and say hi.
Hello.
We're going to try one of these Diamond Bites from our friends over there at Diamond Bites. So it's a cannabis-infused, diamond-shaped edible, and it's a little gummy. And the cool thing about it is they're not going to get in a hard time for having this shaped like this, because that is definitely not a kid shape right there. And they got the beautiful packaging on there, so it's looking good. We got them coming in on November 7th along with WebJoint. So we got WebJoint coming in. You remember Chris? Last time, that guy was a fucking wealth of knowledge when it come to getting your product licensed and doing things the correct way in the cannabis field. So with none other than Babinka, let's try, huh?
These are so cute.
Ran into Babinka at Kushstock too, so we had to get her lined up. She's fresh off her cannabis-infused wedding. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you.
First thing I noticed, good flavor. Can't taste cannabis too much. I like the sprinkles that they added to the diamond because it gives it some texture and some crunch. Mm-hmm. Most gummies are just pure gummy. This has actually got some sugar crystal and some glitter in there. There was a lot of glitter out there at Kushstock. And one of the products right here, and talking about the Kushstock review as Babinka walked in, I was lucky enough to put a product together with the good folks over at Burning Bush, and they entered it. And it was a rose glycerin recipe that we used on the Christmas episode going into New Year's, and we had everyone in studio, and Jerome and Alice and Babinka, you were there, and you brought the cakes, and we had that party in here, and we did the rose glycerin. Well, I entered it in Kushstock. It took second place and third place.
Oh, nice.
Just dicking around. So if you guys ever need some of that, you can check out Burning Bush. They're going to have that as part of their little, repertoire of products. and it's a glycerin. You can rub it on your skin. It's got a little gold in there, so like I said, a little bit of that glisten and glitter, and it's good for you holistically. And rose has got a lot of therapeutic properties, and it's a great way for me to pitch my product on this show. So check it out. Hydro Chef's got a product now.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Check them out at Lifted Living.
Dope.
And then also out at Kushstock, they had good music. Bone Thugs was playing there. There was a little drama going on out there. Cali Outdoor had a little standoff with the Coma.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, with Coma. So that was good. Instagram was live talking about
what I
that.
seen on Instagram?
Yeah, for 2
way.
weeks after, people will be talking about that shit. It's so funny.
need to look it up.
Everyone's beating their chest, acting like they're fucking tough, but you know how it is. But if
Was
you
that
don't,
with the biker dude?
yeah, if you don't do
Okay,
shit,
yeah.
you ain't about shit. And if you stand there and you talk shit, then you're also ain't about shit. So be about it or don't talk about it. Times are changing. People are having to get used to this industry. You want to put good look on this industry, And there was a day where we could walk around ripping people's heads off mascots and shit. But those days are behind us now, and I think it's we got to make this industry look about as professional as possible so we can keep the culture alive.
Right.
Definitely.
And with that said, we're gonna go into the news. We like to keep you up on current events, and weed's legal in Canada now, but. If you're South Korean, don't get caught slipping, because if you smoke weed in Canada and you try to go home, they are going to fuck you over. South Korean vows to arrest citizens who smoke cannabis in Canada. And this isn't North Korea, who Donald Trump be sitting down at the table with and trying to hash out and not stop nuclear war. This is South Korea, the ones that are very more friendly towards things. So if you get high as a South Korean and come back home from Canada, you will be arrested. Watch out, my South Korean listeners. I know we got a lot of them out there. Shout out to South Korea.
Yeah.
So the cannabis industry has a shortage of workers, and a lot of people that want to get into the industry either aren't qualified or have marks on their background that will not allow them to get into the cannabis industry. So the new California law makes it easier to erase old marijuana convictions. And lawmakers address the unfairness of people saddled with lifetime criminal records of doing what is now a legal big business. So it's hopefully going to open up the gates for some of those people that have been, released and can't get into the cannabis field, but want to get into the cannabis field and are, honorable, good, rehabilitated people in society that just want to get into the cannabis field, what they went to jail for in the first place. So, that's our first Hydro Chef approved story of the week. There's good news out there finally. And then another one out there, and I love this one. Is it coincidence his name's Jib Dabkis? I don't know. But Utah lawmaker tried cannabis before a statewide medical marijuana vote. He filmed it. He got high. He said it's not a big deal. And I know a little bit of it's a big publicity stunt, but a lot of it is like the way things have to be done nowadays. Everything's show art, from Banksy releasing his pieces and shredding them to having to eat an edible on the floor of your state building to, convince them for legalized cannabis. So that's another step in the right direction. And we're here to bring you guys this news every week on Farm to Table Cannabis. So, Babinka, you're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we got a new segment.
Nice.
We like to prank call stores in the hydroponic industry and make sure that their customers and employees are on their toes. So,
See how the customer service is.
yeah, we just like to give it a real check real quick. So, Saint, I'm
gonna be
going to.
interesting.
Is it 1 or 9 to dial out?
1.
1. All right.
Hit that 1 twice up top.
Oh yeah, twice. Let's try this again.
No, once, but to put the line through.
All right, there we go. We got some good folks today. They have no clue what's about to happen. I'm gonna play a little. What should I ask? What do I do? Oh God, I don't know. Jeez, I'm so nervous. I never know what to say.
Grassroots Marietta, this is Garrett.
I'm having a wee bit of a problem with my plants. Do you have a minute to help me diagnose it?
Sure.
Much obliged. Now, looks as if there's some white stuff all over me plants, and I don't think it's the good stuff. Looks like a leprechaun came in here and jizzed all over me Lucky Charms.
Nice.
No, it's not nice, laddie.
Common problem.
So what do you got for me? I can't be having this all over me clovers.
Right? Yeah, you'd have to get some fungicide to take care of that stuff, man.
Oh, so there's a fungus among us, laddie. You took the
There
words
is a
right out of my
fungus
mouth.
among your garden, yes, sir.
And where are you guys located so I can hop in me car and come on down to that side of the rainbow?
You'd be looking at 26539 Jefferson Avenue in Marietta.
And it doesn't offend you that I'm just going with a stereotypical Irish accent when I talk to you?
Dude, I'm more than happy to help anybody, anywhere they're from, no matter their race, gender, anything like that, man. So come on down and I'll hook you up.
What if I had green skin and I slid down a rainbow and all I had to pay with was gold or Bitcoin?
Gold or Bitcoin? I'd have to accept gold, I think, on that one.
Do you accept blockchain technology?
The coin? Not quite yet, sir, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually.
Oh, fook. That's no good. Laddie, that's no good. How many locations do you have? Do you have anything closer to the lake?
Well, we got our Lake Elsinore location up there off of Corridon where the skydivers come down.
Oh, and what if I
we
rode
got
my jet ski after I came down and I skydived on you, lad?
Oh, there you go.
Boy, laddie.
Might as well.
You are such a good sport. Who the fuck am I talking to?
Oh, this is Garrett.
Garrett, it's Devin, the Hydro Chef, man. I'm sure you had a
Dude.
feeling, bro.
No, man.
Did I get you or not?
You had me going there for a minute until the ejaculatory remarks on the plant.
Well, we appreciate you being such a good sport, dude. I appreciate you letting me take a minute out of your busy day in the hydro industry. And a shout out to Dave and Mike and Garrett and all the folks over there at Grassroots, Lake Elsinore, and Temecula. Thanks a lot, guys. And check out their store in Anza, too, man. They're surviving in all the stores. Got everything you need for your plants.
Thanks so much, brother. I appreciate the shout out. You're awesome.
Be well, man. Peace. Yeah, all right. So call in now, 562-653-0707. Give me a hard time. See if you can prank call the hydroponic chef, and you might even win a magical butter machine for trying. 562-653-0707. We're going to pay some bills. We'll be right back with Babinka Treats.
You're now rocking with the letter F. Yeah. I write a masterpiece. Stories of the streets, baby. Yeah. Y'all should kiss the ring and want me to rain. The way flowers wish for spring. My punchlines provoke fish to swing till the wrist is brain. Who this won't exist this same. Thought he was fly, but he missed his plane. He scared pissless. This wise mistress gave me promiscuous brain. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. It stabs you in cold blood. Now you sleep with the fishes and vicious piranhas. I'm convinced your persona's fictitious ever since I sent you with tenses cabanas. Besides amateurs, niggas with plaques duck me and Maybachs when they should have been pushing Dodge Challenges. That suits them the best. You don't compute, you can rest in a suit or on your back with a boot in the chest. It's just a loot in the flesh. This kind of gift will leave a mutant impressed. Don't get cut up like a slug after shooting the vest. What could these niggas lack or tell me? Fuck a comeback, this shit is like Machiavelli and hard to stomach like mix of cognac or Belvy. Official industry niggas contact the Sally so y'all can soon bow after I blow, cause I balloon now. From coming sharp off the dome like Coon Loud, the first to set it. For spitting your verse pathetic, I'll give you the curse, the hearse, or the nurse and medic. International F. And I'm back in effect. This is rapping for real. You're now rocking with the letter F. Check it out. Never left. Blasted the real, master with that massive appeal. Mash on the field, fast out to kill. Pass me the steel. You'll end up in the casket concealed. Moments after that gag get revealed. This ain't backpack rap, this is caps getting peeled. Cracks to the grills, stack full of bills, racks for the grill. Gas mask full of hash, how we build. It's not a paragraph, it's a pill. Black, I'm the furthest thing from ratchet, I'm chill. Refrigerator, couldn't find a nigga greater than I. Through my periphery, see the hate in their eyes, it's pitiful. In comparison, you guys is invisible. Militant thoughts from the mind of a general combined with a criminal. Sincere, 25th year. I shit cushion, piss beer. I'm connecting with my nigga from the slum. No, I'm not from Queens, but I did it from my duns to my village. You should come. I suggest for you enter Grizzly City, get a gun. Pap said to send me when it sung. I'm right into the sirens that scream through the ghetto. When it comes to pulling strings, I'm Geppetto. Seen everything but this level still. Attached to a triple beam in the treble is F. Respect. Nigga, yes. check. Fashion. Make the masses mine. From the bottom to the top. Kiss the ring.
DFCRadio.com.
Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bring in the Riser Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9.
Okay, men, it's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement of your plant vigor and fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Yo, it's BKJ on Team King, and you listening to DFZ Radio. What?
DFCRadio.com.
Ay, I want a lot of things in this life. I want some things money can't buy. Like a girl who gon' keep it solid. Yeah. Like a girl who gon' need me one who gon' hold it down when I'm in a drought. Need me one who gon' get this cash when I'm running out. I need me one who gon' love this life I'm living with no problem. Hoes talking down with my baby. Got 'em. Need me one, need me one, need me one. I need me one, need me one, need me one. I need me one, need me one who gon' hold it down, who gon' keep it real, who gon' roll my blunts when this shit get real. Yeah, 2-5 can't think.
We're back, DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis. Thanks for checking in with us on your 5 o'clock traffic hour while you're in the kitchen, while you're prepping, while you're closing up your hydro store. So, Babinka's on the mic tonight. She's going to be talking about what she's got going on in the world of culinary confections. But first, we're going to check in and see what's going on with Omedibles out of Northern California and Miss Maya. They've been doing this for a minute now, and I'm excited to have them on. Maya, thank you for calling in on Farm to Table Cannabis. You're with the hydroponic chef. Excited to talk to you and talk about what you got going. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Maya, and I basically make edibles and topicals for a long time now. I have two companies. One is called Omedibles, and the other is called Whoopi and Maya. And the same philosophy behind both. Basically, we view cannabis as a superfood, something we strive to get in our bodies every day and combine with other nutrient-dense ingredients to make superior medicines.
And looking at your Instagram, you guys have really taken like a approach to like holistic care. It's not just about edibles; it's kind of like the whole package. It's not only that, but you guys are it's a woman-run establishment too, correct?
It is. That's correct.
So a lot of these products, you know, they're not necessarily only for women, but a lot of them are geared towards women now. And they've got the Epsom salt, the cannabis-infused Epsom salt baths. And now talk about some of the flavors that you have in there.
Sure. So we do 5 different flavors of Epsom salts for Ohm and 3 different flavors of Epsom salt for Whoopi and Maya. Lavender, lemon, ginger, eucalyptus, athletic, fragrance-free, rose geranium, and then for Whoopi and Maya, we also have an amber moon.
And so for the Whoopi and Maya brand, for people that don't know, if they're not familiar with that brand, that's Whoopi Goldberg's brand, and that's been getting a lot of buzz for just it's first bringing cannabis into the mainstream, and also just for not just for the rec purposes, but for its medicinal approach. Now, you also do tinctures, and I really like this because I'm into the mocktails and cannabis cocktails. So your tinctures, what can people expect out of your tinctures? Do you have THC and CBD, or do you have a combined?
We do. We have THC and CBD. We also have a 1-to-1, and we also have some multi-herb formulas and some extra strength. So some of them are like 1,000 milligrams, which is the top limit. Some are 150 milligrams, which is a nice serving size because it makes every dropper full about 5 milligrams, which I think is great.
And it's really good for microdosing because you have a lot more control in that tincture scenario where, you can do 2 milliliters of that into a product and mix it up, and you can get a lot of that relieving effect without actually having to go with that full psychoactive toxicity that some people talk about.
Yep, and if there's one thing I've learned over all these years, it's that for every person who wants a spanking, there's someone that wants to be tickled with a feather. And so the only way around it is to give people choices. You have the people who say, hey, that was delicious, I wanted to eat 3 times as much. And then you have some people that say, I want to eat much less of that to have my desired effects. So for that purpose, we've made choices for everybody.
It's about giving people options and letting them have the option to dose responsibly, or have a good night's sleep if they feel like it.
Some people might need 500 milligrams of cannabinoids, and maybe they don't have an appetite. If you, God forbid, get really sick, you might need a lot more cannabinoids than you feel like eating if it's in the form of a cookie or a brownie or some standardized thing.
Well, let's get into that now, because you also have the edible products, and that's really where we love, reviewing those products and talking about what goes into them. Now, how long have you all been doing the edibles?
So Omedibles has been around for over 10 years. We were operating under Proposition 215. We started with a peanut butter and puffed rice truffle that I used to call Queen 215. And we've just kind of gone on from there. We've made a lot of things over the years, a lot of things we've had to let go, especially now with Prop 64. It's like we really had to let go of a lot of SKUs that weren't homogenous or whatever, weren't allowed for some reason or another.
Now, in the Bay Area, which is you guys' home base, it's the culture around cooking with cannabis has never been bigger. What are some of the influences that go into your guys' edible products? I know gummies are a huge thing right now, but is that all you do? Do you do savories too?
No, we've done savory. We used to do these things called tree huggers. One was cinnamon, vanilla, and maple, and the other one was a hickory smoked barbecue. Those were awesome because they were vegan and gluten-free, but they were just so delicious. But because the nuts are not homogenous, they're just never going to be able to test properly. So we had to let those go.
And that's what happens when we get bureaucrats involved with cannabis food making. If someone's not getting paid off of it, they won't let us do it. And we've been eating raw salami and unpasteurized cheese for years. And I know in the Bay Area that's a huge thing is to get those raw foods. Now,
sure, you're onto something when they stop letting you do it. Those Berkey filters that take the fluoride out. We're only allowed to have a travel size one here in California, but not in Oregon. You can get the full size one in Oregon. It's really interesting when you start to look at what's allowed and what's not allowed, because really, in my opinion, bureaucracy basically kills creativity. So it can be unfortunate because people want to come to California for that farm to table vibe.
They don't want us to think outside the box. They don't want us to eat fresh. They don't want us to have farm to table cannabis. But we're here every 5 o'clock Wednesday nights talking to you guys still, bringing the gospel of the cannabis confections over there at Omedibles. So,
sure.
You guys got new flavors coming out, and let's talk about your new gummy flavors.
Oh yeah, so gummies. I'm just really excited about our gummies. We could basically turn into an Epsom salt tincture and gummy factory from this point on. They're just so popular. We also do a raw CBD cacao and an olive oil and I guess the gummies is our only other edible right now. So we're doing individuals. We're doing melange packs. The melange pack is available in THC, CBD, or 1-to-1. and it's 4 different flavors. It's red raspberry, white peach, sour apple, and blood orange.
Oh, so you see those flavors. Those are like unique flavors. Those aren't those actually like really scream craft flavors. It's not just your regular standard knockoff candy flavors in a jar. Blood orange, white peach.
I had to like hit him with the citrus last and let it be the color purple just to keep everyone on their toes, because you think you're going to land with a berry, and before you know it, you pop the citrus flavor in your mouth, and
so,
I just like to keep people on their toes. So we did that, and then that's available in like any ratio, so THC, CBD, or 1-to-1. So that they're small, but they're 5 milligrams. So, then I don't get that I had to eat too much or I didn't get to eat enough, so people can just make that work, I guess.
Totally.
Nice and safe. And then our single servings they're 10 milligrams and they're bigger, so they come in a little package. It's THC is for sour apple and red raspberry. The 1-to-1s are going to be white peach and blood orange, and then the CBD is a lychee blossom and honey lavender.
Now, those are killer combinations, and none of them are really riding off each other. They have their own uniqueness. Now, did I see something on there about almost like a pod of some sort that you could make a drink out of?
The PAX pod?
Yes.
So we're doing PAX pods. That's something special. Like, we've been working on this for a little while now. Basically,
that's for the vaporizer.
Oil. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, you vaporize it. It's a little concentrate pod that goes in the PAX pen.
Unique. That's fantastic. So many people are taking advantage of that.
Like, after playing around with essential oils and concentrate, I just don't understand why anybody would be moved to use chemicals when you don't have to,
Amen, sister. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, like aromatherapy is real, and they have these inhalers for aromatherapy, and like you're getting the benefits when you inhale.
The synergistic effects is there too, because the lavender combined with the cannabis and those soothing and calming effects, they really work well together. And you add that flavor to it too. And I mean, gosh, you talk about something before you go to sleep, and a THC one of those with some lavender, boom.
Exactly. I'm going to send you one when I get them. They're almost available. We're just taking pre-orders right now.
Fantastic. Now, what just because we are the Farm to Table Cannabis show, we like to talk about what separates you from the other folks out there who are just spraying their candies with CBD sprays. You folks actually you take some pride into what you do. Go ahead and talk about some of your process.
Well, I mean, as difficult as these regulations are, in a sense, they're also weaning a lot of people like that out, If the days of spraying edibles are long gone, I mean, you can't hide anymore. These homogeneity tests are no joke, and they're done by the certified lab where it's just like, if it's not, consistently medicated the whole way through, you're probably not going to pass the test. So...
That's for all you folks out there thinking about getting into this industry. Maya set the bar pretty high if you're going to be bringing out anything here. Your edible better be the same all the way through. So, what would you give advice to anyone trying to get into the industry and trying to go this route?
Well, my first advice that I wrote on my little story today, because sometimes I'll get sometimes I get expressive and I'll put something up on the story, is like, my advice to anybody getting into cannabis today is to just mind your own business and focus on the task at hand. Like, I really have to speak to this predatory climate we're in. It just doesn't feel like it used to,
Babinka's over here shaking her head up and down. Yep, atta girl.
What's up, Babinka? I'm familiar with your work. I didn't know you were there. I would have said hi earlier.
Oh, that's so awesome. I'm familiar with yours.
her eyes lit up when she found out who she was on the show with tonight.
Oh my God, so sweet. Am I hogging the whole show or what?
Oh, we're hanging out. This is a fourth time appearance for Babinka, and we're gonna get her on many more along with you too. So we're looking forward to having you on more often. So where can people find your product?
So we have a little live store locator on our website now. You can click on whatever region you're in, and a whole bunch of places will light up. We're in NorCal, SoCal, up and down California. And
in anywhere out of California, you guys can the CBD products be shipped or not?
So no, because we're cannabis, but Whoopi and Maya is in Colorado for sure. You can definitely find Whoopi and Maya in Colorado, and you can also find Whoopi and Maya in California.
That's awesome. Well, you have been so awesome. I'm so grateful that you took the time to come on the show this evening. And if it's okay with you, we'll follow up with you. We're going to keep up with you, and we'll send you the link to this show and tag you on some of it on Instagram.
Please do. That would be amazing.
Thank you for all you do for the community and for making us all look good.
Thank you so much for having me, and I hope to put one in the air sometime in person.
Right on. Thanks for the NorCal love. Peace.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk to Babinka Treats, and we might even try some of her awesome medicated donuts. Yee! Farm to Table Cannabis, 562-653-0707. We got products to give away.
Remember when we were kings? Singing songs that a free bird sings? My phone was off the ringer. Nowadays I don't talk so much. The thoughts are cleaner, clever dreamer. Screen a movie in my mind of cherished time with frames missing. We're like the finest of wine, grown on a vine in a village with no name written line for line. I am the best they've never heard of, still trying, standing strong like a lion with this iron heart of mine. This is someone's floor though, Bordeaux vintage grind. This ain't Carlos Rossi, came with posse, that's divine. Soul, body, and brain probably, a range of angels. Mind, she looks over me, story let the pain tell. Rain, the sky drops, just windows for a tricops. Ain't for the faint of heart, I keep the tears inside a dry box. Ox shoulders, cold as a Watts, block patrollers. No cops or bars could ever hold us, just cop these bars of ours and join the chorus. I'm on the cusp of tourists, Gemini high the purest. Yes, I missed the music and the truth is it was glorious. Morphed into a minuscule, misleading tutorial that's torturous. Now I am just the tortoise, the crow that's my bro. None can blow down this fortress or chop down these orchards. Autographs on our portraits. Lazy ass, no crazy cash. She passes, I porch sit. Force fit instead of forfeit. I can't abort this. Mission edition's gold. Plus or minus designer touches. Catalog is in my clutches. Past the Duchess to the left hand side. And that's that Westland pride. Yeah. So let the best man rise beyond horizons. If that don't speak to you, then just keep on devising. I had a plan and so I wrote it in the sand with a stick inside my hand, and now I'm sticking to the script tough. I wrote to run, I ran, I tripped and ran again. There is no looking back, my friend. I just kick until it's thick dust. Picks up where he left off, no piss where he lays down. Adventurous days died, the tracks of unique styles. Packed in a month's bag like snacks in a lunch. That's crack for a Mac from way back in the funk. From rattling trunks and skunk to unksties. And baby, do what you want, just don't stunt me. And I'll do one to you the same, cause you're the coolest dame. Twin flame won't lose, insane. Us, just cruising on Black Lava Road. Young Baba, my abode could be a shack on the go, hence the fable. Independence, my favorite sentence. I don't, gotta convince the label. Never have and never will. Always here and ever still. Always and forever real. Forever and for always. Never willed and never ever killed. Forever and always. Forever in all the ways. Forever and always. 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 Forever in all the ways.
General Hydroponics Volume 3.
Canisha,
Chef Jen, and you're listening to DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis with the Hydroponic Chef.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the VermiBloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiall 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the Vermi-Bat Guano Fertilizer and the Vermi-Blood Blood Meal Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
Yo, it's BKJ on Team King, and you listening to DFZ Radio. What?
Yeah, this is Rudy with Cannabis Catered Events, and you're listening to DFC Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis with the Hydroponic Chef.
Hey guys, this is Alice Moon. I'm sending some major love to the Hydroponic Chef. He did an epic job at the High Times Cook-Off, so go follow him. I'm high now. Sending some love, 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 love.
DFCRadio.com.
Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. That's D. Oh, that's D. Got me smoking the best, no stress cheese.
We're back. You're listening to the cool sounds of Farm to Table Cannabis with the Hydroponic Chef, and I'm dreadlocked out from my Halloween costume. I'm wearing my culturally inappropriate hat, and I've dipped my dreadlocks in some Ona for the video, for the Instagram live video. So Ona's not our sponsor, but they smell good and it tastes great. So, introducing our second guest of the evening, Miss Babinka from Babinka Treats. Your 4th time on the show. Say what's up. Act like you've been here before.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Fresh off your cannabis-infused wedding. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That shit's cool. That's cool. Did you have a cannabis-infused cake?
Yes, but it was inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I was walking around Kushstock, and I ran into you, and I seen your products, and I was like, damn, she keeps elevating herself. And it's Halloween time, so you brought the treats. And
yes.
Babinka's Treats, you always stay so freaking weather approved. You know, it's just like your product's always around the same season. Like they just look like the time of holidays. So
yeah.
I love it when you do the Christmas ones and the Halloween ones. So what do you got going on for us today, and when do I get to eat some?
You can eat them right now. I got some Halloween donuts.
The Hydroponic Chef offering. When you come to the show, folks, you just realize I haven't eaten, and I want to eat your products. I want it.
Listen up.
So what flavor is this orange Halloween themed
I'm
one?
getting a candy corn flavor.
What? Saint,
Yeah.
come have dinner on the radio with me, fuck. Dude, they have little bones on there. Get boned. Told you you're going to love that.
Oh, yeah.
So, candy corn. I don't even have to ask you what inspired that. But where do you get these little decorations? You're not making those.
No, the little sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
I find them everywhere. Walmart or Michael's on the internet.
So how was Kush Talk? We're doing Kush Talk review. How was Kush Talk? How did it treat you? The hills have eyes out there. Let's be honest. It's a wild group that shows up when you come out to Adelanto.
It's a little different, but they treated me good. Sold out.
Sold out.
Yeah.
Wow. She Cali outdoored that motherfucker.
And then I even had some people. I mean, people come from Vegas that way. I had some people from Vegas remember me from events out there, which was pretty rad.
Damn, it's always good to be recognized. You ever get recognized in the airport?
No. I have got recognized in Walmart before. Somebody came up to me and was like, Babinka? And I was like, hi.
That's awesome. You know what's so funny is I don't even know your real name. Don't say it, but just saying. Just keep it that way. That's legit. Like when you got a name like that, it's just, also known as. But so I got recognized in an airport one time, and it was awkward as shit. Someone yelled out, Hydro Chef. And I shrank. I oh no, what the fuck is this gonna be? And it was someone that I had met at a cannabis expo, and I got their garden straight, so it was all good. But I thought I owed them money, and shit was all bad. It's like fuck, they got me. But so Kush Talk is you sold out, and what were the flavors that you debuted there?
So
I saw a cake on the table too. I think
I had 2 cakes on there. It was the Frankenstein cake and a Bride of Frankenstein.
Bride of Frankenstein. So it's got the stripes with the white and the black.
Mm-hmm.
What flavor did you go with?
Just chocolate.
Chocolate
and buttercream. Mm-hmm.
And then how about some of that ube? Did you get any ube in there?
So I had in the donuts, I had ube and buko pandan, which is also another Filipino flavor. It's a coconut dessert. So it's a
Teach
green.
me how to say that so I can sound cool.
Buka pandan.
Buku?
Buka.
Buka. And it's P or B?
P. Pandan.
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 It's
Yeah, and
a lot harder to say than ube.
Yeah, it is. But
How many milligrams are this? Because I'm about to get wasted.
They're only 5. We're good. That's why I brought 3 dozen at 5 milligrams, so you could take all them out and you'd be good.
Holy moly. Now let's go over this next flavor. What is this?
I didn't go too special on the purple or the green, but those are sugar glazed.
Sugar glaze. And you do cake donuts or do you do like the croissant style donuts? What would you say your donut dough is?
I guess it's more cake. It's more cake. I mean, they're baked.
I'm about to be baked after I eat another one of these. This next one
It's just-
has got purple with sprinkles and a pumpkin. And Saint came over because he couldn't wait. He's already craving for his next one. So, what's next for Babinka Treats? And you just got married. You're talking about doing the licensing thing.
Mhm.
We're about to be coming towards the end of the year. What do you got going?
Well, I'm currently talking to a few manufacturers, so just trying to figure out which one's going to be the best one for me and my future in the cannabis industry. So I don't want to go into too much detail with that, but I am planning on going legal.
All right. Round of applause. Babinka's taking a big step in the commitment there. You gonna own your own bakery someday?
I would love to. Yeah, I would, or a cafe or something. People come in and get some Babinka Treats.
Oh, sorry, I should have brought some beer or some milk. What if I just drank all this Lifted Living Rosebud Glycerite?
1 second place at Kush Talk.
Oh yeah, 1 second place at Kush Talk. Second place ain't shit unless you've never won anything before.
Well, I won a 3rd place for best edible at Kush Talk.
Yeah, kind of feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, shout out to Kush Talk for giving people like us a chance in this little medical game. So, I mean, the medical game and the rec game, it's so weird, it's so different. You've had to navigate around sessions and Kush Talks and things like that. What kind of recommendations do you give to people, trying to get into this own baking and home edible brews? You've inspired so many people out there. I see Sus doing her thing now. I see Stone Layla out there. I see MJ Coco's, Joanna's, all those folks out there just doing their own. What kind of advice do you give folks just getting started out there? Because you got your 3rd place victory. You got invited to the High Times events. You get the Hitman coffee shop events.
I would just say just continue to be different and creative, and just like Maya said, stay in your lane. Just don't worry about anyone else.
so many people are focused on what the other person is doing and, you know, what products they're coming out with and how you're competing with them. It's like that with life. People, everybody are so follower this. And, you know, can I keep up with that?
Everyone's so worried about how many followers or Instagram or whatever. Nobody posts anything bad.
You know what I
on
think is
Instagram.
cool? How many times have you been deleted? Holler at me then.
Oh, never.
You got deleted before, right?
No, never.
Never? Oh.
But I don't post anything that I can't post. I just cakes and donuts on there, so.
Smart. So what do you think of the CBD game going on right now? And I mean, these boutique shops are open up all over with everything from like what Maya was talking about to the creams and bath bombs to, you know, CBD treats for your dogs.
What do I think about that? I think it's awesome.
I mean,
I'm actually getting into CBD as well.
So I mean, is that a venture that you think is a good alternative to folks that might want to get into the hydro industry or get into the cannabis industry, or just where you can actually sell a product that years ago was not too long ago was actually technically illegal. You don't even have to have licensing for it anymore.
Yeah, it's just like regular food.
Now, the crazy thing is they make it so cannabis derived CBD and hemp derived CBD are two different classifications, and the cannabis derived CBD's got to be regulated.
Yeah, I use the hemp derived CBD
because that one's readily available.
Yeah, and it's just less headache.
And you know where you get it from.
Yeah.
So is that something you can get from a manufacturer, or do you have to like go to Alibaba, or how's that shit work?
I get it from a manufacturer in Vegas.
Oh shit, she can even give us all right. And it's cool because with CBD you don't have to worry about crossing state lines. You can do all that shit.
Yeah.
Well,
if it's hemp derived.
Hemp derived CBD. Make sure we said that too. So we're going to eat some more donuts, and we have to pay another bill. And then, you call in. You can win a magical butter machine, 562-653-0707. And we're going to be right back with Babinka Treats.
If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. Rest in peace, Bob Marley. My blunt got a cold cut, Steve Harvey. I catch the buds with my glove, Steve Garvey. Quick to roll in the club, cause we party. They asking where the bomb at, cause everybody in the club smell that. It's Breeze, your loaded TV. Smoke about a pound every day of the week. Roll so fast you didn't see him coming your way. Turned around and there was a blunt up in your face. You must have thought that I was finished. The Breeze is never stingy with the spinach. Rolling up some trees. You can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
I love the stickiest weed, cause I'm a Cali baby. Started from that chocolate tie from them early 80s. Now it's OG, a perfect mix with my OE. The shot of lean had a G moving slowly. Apparently, you ain't never smoked like me. Load me switches up like they was some magazines. I got some bad bitches rolling up blunts for me. Hop in the rotation, true story you can see. Even your bitch eyeballing wanna hit the tree. Smoking on weed, living life with my homie Breeze. I got that green thumb, I grow my own fucking weed. And if I got some problems, I'm hitting heavy tea.
Rolling up some trees. You can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. like the blood. I like the blood.
DFCRadio.com.
What up, people? It's your girl, Justina Valentine, and I'm rocking out with the Saint 562. Let's go. Word.
Hi, and welcome to Non-Specific Hydro.
Yeah, hey, I have a buddy of mine that was telling me about a great additive.
Okay, do you remember the name?
Yeah, his name's Steve. He's a good buddy.
No, the product.
No, he told me it was a super concentrated organic enhancer. Comes in a yellow bottle.
Well, it sounds like he's talking about Floralicious Plus from General Hydroponics.
I don't think that was the name, but he also told me it was a vegan bioplant stimulator that contained vitamins, plant sugars, amino acids, seaweed extract.
Yeah, that would be General Hydroponics Floralicious Plus.
I don't think that's it, man. He told me it was something like Dora Vicious Flush or something, and he said it was like an organic supplement that could also be used in vegging or flowering, and that was compatible with hydro, soil, and cocoa.
Yes, that would be General Hydroponics Floralicious Plus.
Oh, hey, man, I just remembered what it's called. It's Floralicious Plus.
Oh, good. I was drawing a blank.
Floralicious Plus from General Hydroponics. Ask for it by name.
DFCRadio.com.
Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis. We're talking cannabis infused edibles with Babinka Treats, and she was asking me how to use the Lifted Living Rosebud, and I told her the glycerites can be used as a topical, and roses are known for its essential oils and its flavors and its calming effect. It's also got some anti-inflammatory in there from the cannabis, and the cool thing about glycerin is it can actually be used as a edible product too. So you can pour this in with a drink, use sparingly, maybe 5 milliliters for a whole 8 ounce. And it's going to help with the digestive effects. It's actually a natural laxative too. The gold in there pulls out toxins. So this is really good for your body, and it'll get you high. And it won second place at Kush Talk. So thanks for asking that question. So back to your product, for my shameless self-promotion right there. What's next for Babinka, and tell everyone about the last event you were at.
Well, the last event was out in Santa Maria. Meds for Less threw an event out there, and they had Devin the Dude come and perform.
Not Devin the Hydro Chef, but Devin the Dude.
Devin the Dude, the rapper.
Love that song. Why? He says. What?
Why?
And then what happened with Devin the Dude? Did you fucking...
I gave Devin a brownie, told him not to eat the whole thing. He went back to his hotel, ate the whole thing, and nearly missed his performance.
Medicate responsibly, Dev. Come on, dude.
If Babinka tells you not to eat something, don't eat it.
He gave you that look like shit.
Yeah.
He's like, your little ass.
He
Like,
didn't
you're
believe
telling
me. He's like... I'm an experienced smoker. All right, go ahead. See what happens.
And then he was laid the fuck out. You got to watch out there. Babinka's Treats are heavily medicated when you want to. So what's the average milligram for one of your cakes?
1,000.
And if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they get one of these cakes made?
Again, hit me up on Instagram. Send me a DM, Babinka Treats, or you can email me at babinkatreats@yahoo.com.
Sweet. There you go. And then what's the next event you're going to be at?
I'm going to be at the Dank Gals Halloween event on the 28th in downtown. And then we have a Girl Gang sesh going on November 9th, also in downtown.
Girl Gang session. What's it cost for someone to get into that?
I think $25.
There you go.
Actually, for both events, only $25.
And then for vendors, they still taking vendors?
I don't think so. I think we're for the one on the 9th maybe, but I know for Dank Gals are already booked on vendors.
Yeah, go check that out. So it's that time of show where we go to the food portion. But before we take off and do the Heavy Tea Grow show here coming up at 6 o'clock, did you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yes, I want to tell my best friend happy birthday. I missed her birthday yesterday. I thought it was today. Well, I thought it was the 23rd today.
So you came on the Farm to Table Cannabis show. I'm honored.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bobby.
Happy birthday, Miss Bobby. Don't you put that on me, Bobby. So we're out here every Wednesday night giving you the Farm to Table Cannabis experience. You can check us out at Hydroponic Chef on Instagram and DFZ Radio. The archives replay the shows every week. And check out the Hydro Sesh on November 3rd and Mira Loma location at Hydroponics Inc. It's going to be going down. Expecting over 1,000 people. We're going to have a lot of cannabis growing products, a lot of grow advice, some sample edibles, all kinds of good cooked barbecue, and great discounts on your local hydroponics products. So come on down to the Hydro Sesh November 3rd at Hydroponics Inc. DFZ Radio. We're going to go into the food part. We'll be back with the Heavy Tea Show at 6. DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis. We out.
Dizzy, don't you think I will lie?